still using some new live stream software. I'm live streaming to YouTube, to PeerTube, and apparently Twitter.
I'll be honest, my first therapy session did not go well, but it taught me something important. You don't get the best results by picking a therapist based on the photo. And when it comes to therapy, the quality of your match makes all the difference. That's why BetterHelp is my preferred platform. See, we all know that therapy can be a powerful space for clarity, building self-worth, and those emotional breakthroughs we all need. But to get there, you have to trust the person sitting across from you. And that's why I believe there's no better option than BetterHelp, who have already matched nearly 90% of clients in the US with therapists that fit their preferences this year. So instead of you spending weeks scrolling provider directories hoping you'll make the right choice, they do the heavy lifting, using your preferences, clinical experience, and dozens of other factors to match you with a therapist who has the greatest potential to provide lasting and effective care. And the best part is, if for any reason you don't think they're the right fit, they let you switch therapists as many times as you need at no additional costs. BetterHelp knows that not everyone is the one, so let them handle the matchmaking while you focus on making real, life-changing progress in therapy.
The body scanner reveals the brutal truth about your body that your regular scale will never tell you. For weeks, my scale showed I wasn't losing weight despite diet and exercise. I was about to give up until I discovered the Hume Body Pod. This isn't just another smart scale. It's a complete body intelligence system used in over 12,000 health clinics worldwide.
I'm traveling to a remote island for an extreme medical procedure that could change the future of humanity. Humans have a 120-year ceiling, and so far, no one can punch through it. Gene therapy might be the answer. This is a journey in search of the fountain of youth. This is me as a kid. This is a kid who was born with one of the effects of the gene therapy I'm about to do. In mice, when they received this gene therapy, they lived 30% longer. Let me back up and tell you how we got here. In the shadow of the Caribbean lies Roatan, a hidden gem off the Honduran coast, shrouded in mystery. Beyond its breathtaking beaches and coral reefs, Roatan hides a secret venture, Prospera, an experimental zone for governance.
All this that you see is Prospera.
Prospera defies convention, crafting its own laws in a game of high geopolitical stakes against the Honduran government's backlash. I'm traveling to the heart of Prospera to find MiniCircle, a biohacking company rewriting the rules of wellness. Their target, follistatin gene therapy, a pioneering technology with the potential to improve muscle and strength, slow the speed of aging, and many more benefits. While becoming like the Bully Whippet and Belgian Blue, who have a similar gene mutation, is not my goal, it's interesting to see the results in our animal friends. After flying with Blueprint creative director Kate Tolo and our cameraman Jacob, we stopped off at Miami Airport, where some people were curious about our mission.
What's your goal with the gene therapy?
So it's the 7th ranking best performing lifespan extender in our list.
What is this procedure cost?
Oh, it's actually not that bad. I think they're about $20,000.
Oh, that's actually way less than I thought.
Yeah.
Is it like injected?
Yeah, it's just
it's a shot.
It's a shot in the stomach and a shot in the buttocks. Bye, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Our next stop was Roatan Airport. But while I'd made it onto the plane, Kate and Jacob were still looking for me in the airport.
They're calling our names over the thing right now. This is a bad sign.
We're now preparing for takeoff. Sit back, relax, and enjoy your flight.
After my failed crab rescue attempt at the Roatan Airport, we met up with the founders of MiniCircle. How you doing? I'm glad I get to be the recipient of your work.
My name is Walter Patterson. I'm one of the founders of MiniCircle. Me and Mac founded it. We wanted to do something impactful. We both went to school, in the sciences. I went for biotech. He was in chemistry. We wanted something that would be impactful for most people's lives.
Until now, my team and I have avoided gene therapy because it seemed too risky. If a therapy caused, say, cancer in my body, there'd be nothing I could do to reverse the process. What makes Mini Circle's therapy different is that it has a built-in kill switch. If my body reacts badly, I can take the antibiotic tetracycline, instantly killing and deactivating the DNA molecules I've been injected with. This treatment is not FDA approved in the US, which is why I'm traveling all the way to Prospera. Like, I would imagine, as a fellow entrepreneur, the joy you must feel when someone lands and, like, this has been a labor of love for you.
My name is Mac Davis. I'm founder and CEO of Mini Circle. Sam Altman heard about it, offered us some money, and we started a company. The effects have been incredible that we've seen. Big muscle mass increases, big decreases in epigenetic age, and we're even seeing some lengthening of telomeres in some people. What we designed was a plasmid, a circular loop of DNA, that was easy to subcutaneously inject, easy to manufacture, and could be loaded with any gene that we wanted to add to the human body. Super happy to share it with you. Yeah, this is as meaningful as it gets. I'm gonna pick up the best I can to maintain the Blueprint protocol. So some veggies, berries, we'll do our best. Looks like they've got a pretty nice option set. Yeah. That's exciting. Yeah, these are wetter and they have a lighter flavor. Turns out they've got everything we need. With all my Blueprint food bought for the day, we went to our hotel, had dinner with the Mini Circle team, and settled in for the night. Tomorrow was going to be a big day. Today, I will be receiving my first gene therapy. I never imagined. I grew up in a small town on a farm with my grandpa, and I never would have imagined that I would be doing gene therapy on an island off of the coast of Honduras. All right, we're ready to go, crew. Rich dude doing all this crazy stuff for his health, plus blood boy, plus measuring nighttime erections, plus penis rejuvenation with shock therapy, now in Honduras doing gene therapy. Yeah, it's quite a stack. This could be the most powerful anti-aging therapy I've ever received. To say I'm excited and nervous would be an understatement. This is the same device I use for penis shockwave.
Okay.
Brian, pleasure to meet you. How are you?
Very well.
This is a form that indicates that you're aware that you are operating within the laws of the Prospera ZA.
The only problem is it requires age 18, and there's no one here to sign for me. Okay, I may need you to jump in and do me a solid stand in as my legal guardian.
I've been waiting this moment. I'm ready.
As I get ready, I reflect on the magnitude of the moment.
Ready to roll.
This therapy could have huge implications, not only for me, but for all of humanity. Will it help me break that 120-year ceiling? We'll see. Hey guys.
Hello. Welcome.
We're ready to go.
He's overcome with indecision because there's something.
Okay.
All right. Here. Tiny needle. Stings just a little bit.
Yeah, that's very pretend. That's correct.
You're fine. You don't have to try. Here it comes. There's some more, I guess. Geez, I wish we could drag this out, but that's it.
Thanks, Doc. Clean injections.
Yeah, good.
What's that?
It's humanity's only objective.
Did you just get a step closer?
We got a step closer today.
Yeah.
I am now officially a genetically enhanced human.
Makes you really tall. Look how tall you are right
now.
Good luck on your quest.
Thank you.
We're really proud of you.
Thank you.
Enjoy the island and safe travels to you all.
I'm gonna go try to pick up a car.
I bet you can do it.
Okay, all finished up. It's high UV index. It's like 11 right now. I need to test out the follistatin therapy, so I think I'm gonna run to the car.
Walking is everything to me. Hip surgery became unavoidable.
Deborah and I, we just connected. She found comfort in knowing that she had a case manager, just making sure you're doing okay.
I developed a fast-moving septic infection. I called Crystal.
This is life-threatening. If she needed something, she could call or she could text, and it worked. Deborah?
Crystal and United Healthcare saved my life.
So let's talk about the best oil to deep fry your foods in. Well, you should probably use something healthy like vegetable oil, right? Because you could see these healthy vegetables here. And you can see this one is Clover Valley. So it's probably a beautiful farm of rolling hills and clover where they make this vegetable oil. And it's pure vegetable oil. It's actually considered heart healthy on the label. There's just a little bit of saturated fat in here. I think it's 2 grams. There's no sugar. There's no trans fats. And there's no gluten. And so this is pretty much the best oil you should use to deep fry your food. And I hope you know that I am completely and utterly sarcastic today. We're going to talk about seed oils right here. And then I'm going to show you what I think you should do regarding the deep fried oils. Seed oils are called polyunsaturated fatty acids. Poly meaning many, unsaturated meaning a type of oil that it's very, very fragile and unstable. Now, the first thing you need to know is that when they talk about vegetable oils, they're really talking about seed oils. I know they have pictures of vegetables, but this is not where they're getting the oil from. It comes from corn, soy, canola, things like that. They're considered one part of the ultra-processed food category, which they use industrial processing, where they're heating, adding hexane, which is a solvent that's in gasoline. And so they go through this incredible refining process where you end up with this very refined, empty oil. And one of the reasons they do this is so it can sit on the shelf for a long period of time. We consume like 25 to 30% of our calories with this right here. Yeah, incredible. You start reading the ingredients and it's in almost everything. And when you fry foods in these oils, you're basically frying other ultra-processed ingredients in this ultra-processed ingredient. For example, let's say you have a donut, right, which is pure ultra-processed food, and you're going to deep fry it in the seed oil. You're going to heat a starch or sugar with a fat. That's going to create really sticky proteins in our bodies. It's called glycation, and that sticky protein is going to gunk everything up and make it dysfunctional. And let's say, for example, we're going to deep fry some chicken, right? We're not just going to deep fry chicken. We have to coat the chicken with an ultra-processed ingredient, maybe with a starch, right? So now we're combining heat with fat, with protein. That's again going to create this sticky substance that's going to kind of clog everything up. Now, when you go to a fast food restaurant, they boot, and the more they heat it, the more toxic the food is. And a couple more things I want to bring up about seed oils before I move on. But seed oils were never meant to be consumed, okay? Even like in 1865, when they kind of found a process to develop these seed oils, it wasn't meant for human consumption, okay? These polyunsaturated fatty acids are meant to support our membranes of our cells. Now, the membranes are around our cells. Also, if you look inside the cell, you have all these little things that do the work. Each thing has a bag around it, which is a membrane. They allow things to communicate back and forth, but you also have the mitochondria in here. And the mitochondria is really important because nearly every disease relates to dysfunctional mitochondria. And the seed oils can actually get into the membranes and replace the membranes. And so if you're replacing the membranes with this material, it's not good. So I'm studying a book on membranes right here, Basic Principle of Membrane Technology. It's fascinating because it goes into the biochemistry of membranes and how amazing they are. And also in this book right here, The Ancestral Diet Revolution, How Vegetable Oils and Processed Foods Destroy Our Health and How to Recover. Here's a picture of a kid who's smoking, right? Well, the oxidative stress that occurs with smoking kind of poisons us for about 6 months to a year after quitting. But when we consume the seed oils, right, it's going to poison us for about 3 years after just one serving in cooking oil. Yeah, so there's some fascinating data. So these oils were never meant for fuel like other fats. And the biggest damaging effect from these seed oils is what they do to your mitochondria. And this is why seed oils lead to insulin resistance. Of course, from there, you have a fatty liver, obesity, heart disease, increase your risk for cancer, etc., etc., etc. So anytime you add heat to seed oils, and by the way, they're already heated when you get them, you create more toxicity, and they actually give off a lot